Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In my last video, you guys saw how I created my plaster face cast. Well, today I'm going to be using that face cast to create some props for my next makeup look. Make sure you stay to the end of the video because you'll get an exclusive sneak peek of my next look. Also, make sure you are following me on TikTok and Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, so jumping right in, I'm going to go ahead and take some fake flowers. You can find these at Walmart, Dollar Tree, any craft store, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, anything like that. Find whatever flower that you would like to use and just cut the petals off. And I'm gluing the petals onto my face cast with hot glue. If you guys saw my last video on how I created my face cast, you would see that I sealed the surface of my face cast with wood glue. And it's a really good workable surface for a lot of different things. The hot glue didn't disturb it at all. It didn't melt it or anything like that. So yeah, it's super easy to work with. You don't really need a face cast to do a look like this. I just, doing my makeup looks, it can take me like 5 hours to sit and do a makeup look, and putting petals on my face like this would take forever, especially making sure each petal is dry before I move on to the next step. So I just wanted to create a face cast for this specific reason, so I can make my props, make my prosthetics, and move on with my look. So once we got in towards the inner part of the face with the petals, I kind of cut them down to be a little bit shorter, that way they're not clashing on the bridge of my nose, and it just kind of fits better overall on my entire face. So once you have the flowers on your eyes and you like the way that they look, we're going to move on to the next part of the makeup look. Well, the prosthetics, I should say. So this is where I'm going to be creating my skull mouthpiece. I don't know if you guys saw that trend on TikTok where people were using hot glue to create these really cool 3D designs and then putting like metallic eyeshadow over the hot glue and sticking that on their eyelids. And it created this really cool like intergalactic 3D makeup look. So I loved that idea, and I wanted to try it out, but I wanted to take it a step further and see if we could make it into a whole mouthpiece for like this skull look. And now that I didn't have any metallic eyeshadow that I thought would work for this, I wanted gold, and nothing was really sticking out to me in my collection, so I figured let's use some gold leaf. It worked out perfectly, as you can see. I just used some Mod Podge and put that on the surface of the glue and then stuck the gold leaf on it. Now, I've never used gold leaf before, so it was a little bit of a tricky process because it's super, super thin material, but I loved the way it looked. It looks so metallic, it looks so cool, so I thought that this was perfect for the look that I was going for. This whole hot glue method is really smart and really creative, and it can be used in many different ways to make different props, different prosthetics. So yeah, just get creative with it. If you didn't want to do a skull mouthpiece, you could literally do anything and just play around with it. It's a really cool material to use. And as far as the gold leaf, you can get that from any craft store. I got mine from Hobby Lobby. It was super affordable. It was like $3, I think. So they have gold, they have rose gold, they have silver. Yeah, I love spending my time in the craft store just because you can find so many different materials. But now that we have our mouthpiece done, we can move on to the next step, which is our headpiece. So I just have this styrofoam head, and I'm using an old headband that I had from one of my old looks, and I'm going to be using some coffee straws. A lot of times you've seen people, I'm sure, use zip ties to create like their crowns or their headpieces, which that totally works. I've done it before, but I find that zip ties can be really flimsy at times, and so I find that these are a lot better. They're a lot sturdier. So I just glued them all the way around, and I definitely measured and kept putting the headband on my head to make sure that it fit the right length that I liked, going from ear to ear. And once you have that all laid out, you can go ahead and start getting creative with your design. I used a gold Sharpie to map out how I would want everything to be laid out, like the lengths of each straw. And once you have that mapped out, start cutting away. You can literally do any type of design that you want. I spent so many hours looking on Pinterest at different things. I just wanted to kind of keep this pretty simple and just cut, like little spikes here and there. So once you have everything cut out and customized the way that you like it, you can totally keep it black like, you know, the coffee straws already are, or you can decide to spray paint it like I did. I used this gold spray paint that I also got from Hobby Lobby, and I loved the way that it had this like black gradient on the very top of the crown. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I thought that looked really cute. Just wasn't going to be for this look. So once the spray paint is dried and you're happy with how everything came out, you are done and you can piece everything together. So now you guys are going to get a sneak peek of how all of these props are going to be used in my next look and what that's going to look like. Didn't that look fire? Oh my god, I'm so excited. Make sure you're following me on TikTok and Instagram. That way you don't miss any content from that makeup look. And definitely subscribe, because next week I'm going to be showing you the full makeup tutorial on how I brought that look to life. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye y'all.